Hello, hi, and welcome to Empathic Fire. I am your reader, Jay. This is going to be a mid-month message for Aquarius. What is going on, Aquarius? How are you guys doing? I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to mid-October, friends. Hopefully, wherever you are in the world, you are safe, happy, healthy, and secure at this time. I'm always wishing you and everyone else in the collective all the best, Aquarius. Hang in there. 2020 has been one hell of a ride, right? Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Anything you want from me, it's already in the description box. The timestamp is there. Information on how to go about purchasing a personal reading with me is there. Any questions before you place an order, email me at the same address. I'll answer you as soon as I can. If you're interested in donations, please use either the PayPal or the Cash App link listed below. You can just throw a notation in there. Hey, Jay, this is for a donation, or whatever you want to say that indicates to me you're not actually trying to purchase a reading, okay? And if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can find the link for that down there as well. The name over there is EmpathicFire Tarot, just in case, you needed to find me by doing a quick search instead of clicking the link, okay? All right, guys, let's get into it. I want to see some mid-month messages, mid-October messages for Aquarius. Mid-October messages for Aquarius, please, at this time. Just the one, it feels like. Yep, that's it. One. Got it. All right, guys, let's see what comes out for you. They want that top one. Okay. Two of Wands. One more, please, for Aquarius to start. And, of course, it's going to tumble to the ground. Of course, that's what's going to happen. And then I got to move this out of the way. And, oh, boy, and I got to move it with my foot. I can't wait to get a beggar. A beggar. I don't want a beggar, but I do want a bigger setup. So I don't have to have everything so tight and compact. Anyway, and then Seven of Swords in the reverse. That's how it fell to the floor. First card out was Two of Pentacles. So Aquarius. You or someone you're dealing with is really, really, really what they told me was holding up the show, okay? I feel somewhere in your life, Aquarius, again, you or someone you're dealing with, it is a general, so flip it all around and change the players as you need. I will address it as it is you, because it is your, well, they're like, no. Again, just the caveat at the top, it could be someone else. For those where this isn't you, okay, just automatically go there. So they're really heavy, so I guess it's not you. So then reverse it. If it is you, go ahead and apply it to yourself, because I'm getting this, they keep inundating me with, it's not Aquarius, or they're not saying it that way. They're pushing the energy out of me, which is indicating it's external, okay? Excuse me. So anyway, I feel like you're dealing with a person or people around you who are indecisive. It feels really knowing things have to be done, because Pentacles speak to practicality a lot of times. Pentacles relate to the things that we know we have to take care of in our physical world, in our material world. So if this was a person you're dealing with, they're they're not doing the chores around the house if you live with them. They're not taking care of their personal finances if you're in business with them. There's just this avoidant. Okay, maybe that's not fair. Let me see, because as much as I think you, Aquarius, can look at this person and see all the things that they're not doing, I also get the sense that you are kind of sympathetic to this person. It's not that you blame them, or it's not that you think that they're the worst person that ever lived. It's more of maybe they're overwhelmed. Maybe they're dealing with a certain personal issue, a certain disturbance is the word that I want to say. Disturbance to their mental health right now. Maybe they're depressed. Okay, thank you. There we go. But there's something going on where someone is sort of caught in the middle, like this woman on this card, caught in the middle, trying to balance these two pentacles, caught in the middle between that toddler, or I guess that's a toddler. I don't know, kids. Is that toddler age? And this dog. And, presumably she could be a housewife, or somebody who just, took a day off from work or something like that. Or, due to 2020 is at home all the time, whatever. And there's just it's a disruption. Someone is disrupted in what they would normally do, how they would normally be. I feel like they're not being that. If this person before now or you're used to them being very decisive, very on top of things, always on schedule, always on time, never ever letting the dishes pile up in the sink. This person is like not that right now. They are letting those dishes pile in the sink. They're falling behind in their schedule. They're not making their meetings. They're not making their appointments. It's really interesting. And I did mention the word depression. And so for some of you, that's exactly what this is. This person is going through a really rough patch right now. And Aquarius, it feels like you could be compassionate or sympathetic. Whether or not you actually are, I don't know. And what the details are between you, or what the relationship type that you have with this person is unknown to me, and it's kind of inconsequential to the reading because it's about the energy that exists between you. So I feel you're in this place of observation mostly. I think you're observing somebody kind of flail around in the water trying not to drown, and maybe you're on the shoreline and you could throw them a lifeline, throw them a life preserver, throw them a rope, and like pull them ashore. But I feel like you can't, or it's like, okay, this is weird. This is weird. And this is like listen, if you don't know me, by the way, hi, my name is Jay. This is how I channel messages. Okay. So you know that scene, or you know this thing, that exists in the movie, The Wizard of Oz, how the Wicked Witch, she has like that big crystal ball thing. It's like that. You are watching this person, but actually you're not on the shoreline. You're watching through a crystal ball. You're watching through social media. You're watching through something. You're not actually on the shore. So I kind of take that back a little bit. Or maybe that's where you want to be. Like you wish you could be standing there to throw them out a lifeline, to pull them ashore. Maybe some of you want to pull a Kevin Costner and dive into the water a la, Bodyguard, and save them. I don't know. But there's this feeling of you wish you could help, but you can't help. And their inability to get things under control in their life, friend, lover, family member, business partner, I don't care who it is, it kind of gives you this. You're both here, they say. You're both here. Ah, okay. So this card, this particular deck, depicts this card as this woman. Similarly, well, not similarly, but kind of has this idea of domestication. Like, okay, what do you hold a mop and a broom for? To clean up shit, right? And the irony here, or what's really in the way, is that just the positioning of holding the mop and broom, the fact that there are four hands and not a damn thing is getting cleaned up. It's like wishing things could be solved, wishing things could be cleaned up, wishing again that you could step in and help, but there's a barrier and it creates a big X across her body, right? So there's like a prevention. You can't do it. Could be distance, could be because of social distancing. It could be for several reasons that you are not able to assist a person, or they're not able to assist you. Again, it can go flip the other way. And the Two of Wands, very different than the Two of Pentacles, because, just by their element. Earth sign energy, Pentacles, Wands, fire sign energy. Earth is stable, it's slow moving, it's slow to grow, slow to process, right? It is steady, it is stable, but if you're looking to get results today, you're going to be disappointed. Wands, dynamic, fire, fast, very inspirational or inspired, very like, ooh, I have an idea. Oh, but we could do this too, and da-da-da-da-da. It's like almost hard to contain, like possibly like an out of control fire. Oh, is that for some of you who might be living or have been affected or have had family or friends affected by the California fires? Okay, like, God forbid, but if that's the case, you have my condolences. But that has really been, that was going on for a long time, and I think it's still going on here for many places over in California. So that could be one of those situations where you can't do anything, like going back to this watching through a crystal ball or watching through social media, possibly watching through the news, looking for any type of sign or any type of indication that whoever you're looking for, whoever you wish you could help. You know what I mean? It's just like you can't do anything. This is twice. Two of Pentacles and Two of Wands has come out, and it feels like you or someone else can't do anything. You have to sit on the sidelines. You have to sit hundreds, thousands of miles away and just watch and wait for further details. You know what I mean? That's not the usual meaning of the Two of Wands, but I'm really caught in the intention. This woman, the way she's dressed, the fact that she has a broom and a mop, and she's got 4 hands, so there's like this double down on the efficiency of what could happen. But something prevents her. That big X that's across her body. There's a prevention here. So something is blocked in terms of, and it could be this person, they don't want your help. Could be that. Could be they're not telling you. You know, you can't help a person if they don't tell you and or they don't ask. And other sort of factors coming through. So something like that is possibly going on as well. 7 of Swords in the reverse. Oh, wow. Okay. So they're not telling you. 7 of Swords. So swords in general talk about communication, how we relay information between ourselves and other people, how we think about the world, rationalize, you know, things and all that good stuff, you know. But communication is really one of the big ones when we talk about swords. And I'm sensing here that this 7 of Swords is like someone is either not telling you a damn thing and they're keeping their cards close to their chest and they're keeping you totally out of the loop. Because here, when we see the 7 of Swords upright, it's like you're in the loop, but you're being lied to. You're in the loop, but you're being deceived or given misinformation or, you know, little white lies at the very least, at the most harmless aspect of the 7 of Swords. We're just given, you know, little white lies. Okay. Deeper levels of the 7 of Swords go way harder and become much more difficult to deal with. But when it's in the reverse, I'm getting this like, you don't know anything. You don't know what the truth is. It'd be one thing to catch someone in a lie, because I feel, you know, Aquarius, many of you know this person already, friend, family, lover, I don't care who it is, and you kind of know their tells. And that could be why you're watching them from afar, to gain information that they're not giving to you. But where there could be communication, where there could be things cleared up between the two of you, could be for some of you in the past, or you're used to this person kind of being a deceiver. And so you're keeping yourself at bay on purpose. Like from afar, it looks like they could use your help, that they need your help, right? But maybe because of past dealings, they weren't so on the up and up. And so you keep yourself at bay and watch them, again, flailing out in the water. And this is all a metaphor, by the way. If you were literally watching someone drown, I think you should try to save them. It's like the basic decent thing to do. But, you know, metaphorically speaking, this person is like possibly on the verge of drowning, and you can see that from afar. But I feel because in some of your cases, you're like, well, this person wasn't honest with me before, so how can I trust now that they really need me, or now that they're in some type of situation where I could be an aid to them, where I could help them clean up their mess. This is very interesting. I'm getting for a lot of you, this is friends and family. And you know, I don't know the details. Maybe we'll get a little bit more as we continue with the reading here. But I just get the sense like some of you are like once bitten, twice shy over this person, or in relation to this person. So let's see what else there is. What other messages do you have for Aquarius now regarding the situation? What additional messages do you have for Aquarius? Ace of Pentacles. So there is a potential here for you guys to make an offer. Yes, no? Yes, they say. Okay. One more. An opportunity to make an offer, to be presented with something. I don't know. Oh, wow, that's double. That's double. So Ace of Pentacles in the middle, 9 of Cups, and Ace of Cups. Wow. So I sense you could make something out of this, or how can I say that? Hold on. Maybe not make something out of this, but like there is a potential for some kind of reset here. There is a potential for you and this person to kind of get back to square one with each other, or this is something for them on their own, in their own experience. It's both. It's like either you do it as a team, you do it as a pair, or it happens for one of you. Okay. And Aquarius, it feels like, I'm getting the sense of like a document or like something official is offered. Maybe a job offer. Since it is Pentacles, maybe something to do in the financial sector, some type of loan approval or something like that. Like through official documents, there's a reset for some of you or some of them or whoever this is going to resonate with. And that reset, and I keep getting this idea of reset. Oh, why? Okay. We're in like, Mercury retrograde. Hello, it's happening. And I think Mars is in retrograde. And from what I understand, are both of them in Scorpio or just one? I can't remember. But anyway, so retrograde season, there's going to be a lot of reevaluation, resets, reconciling or reconciliation, just a lot of going back to or being able to do it again, but this time under different circumstances. And I'm not painting this, let me tell you, even though you have some pretty auspicious cards coming up that we're going to talk about, it's not for all of you, okay, that this is going to happen or that it's going to be as cheery and rosy as possibly you would hope or they would hope, okay? It's a possibility, but it's not a guarantee, okay? And that's, indicative of all the aces in tarot. It's only a chance. It's only an opportunity. It's not a guarantee. But if it does present itself in your life, or if you catch wind of this, or if you have something to do with initiating this energy, it feels like a real solid offer in a tangible sense. Again, money, in some cases, maybe like property. Like I said earlier, maybe there was some loss over property, not necessarily or only with the California wildfires. Again, if that's your situation, my condolences, but something to the like, where maybe this person could possibly be between homes, right? And they might need a place to stay, and you might be a social worker. This could be a client of yours or somebody that's under your care or someone whose your caseload that you've taken on, and you're able to find them some type of government assisted housing. And so you're watching them flail, or maybe not flail, but maybe you were watching someone like freaking out because they are about to be kicked out by the end of this month. And then come November 2nd, you have a place for them to go to. So you see what I mean? So this person might spend 24 hours, maybe a week, something like that, really having no place to go. And in your heart of hearts, Aquarius, if this is your life, this is just an example, by the way, of course, you might want to welcome this person into your home, but you know that violates the protocol. You're not supposed to do that. I'm assuming. I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe you can. I don't know. But that kind of would be too much. That would be over the line. And so you reserve or you pull back and you say, no, Aquarius, I'm not going to do that. I wish my heart is bleeding for this person. I feel so bad for them, but I gotta, do this step by step, do this by the book. So doing it by the book, eventually something opens up and you find placement for this person. Maybe they have a young child or a young, or just like a pet or something. And they are responsible for other people. Now, if this opportunity comes, 9 of Cups, happy days or happier days. And I said happy days, and now the theme of happy days is in my head. And mind you, I've never watched a freaking episode of that show, but the theme is playing in my head. So maybe some of you love that show, or maybe you're dealing with someone who's a fan of like the Fonz or something like that. I don't know. But happy days or happier days are here with the 9 of Cups. I feel someone I'm really like getting this idea of, for some of you, it's a friend or it's someone, again, like a client that you work with, that you've been trying to assist, that you've been trying to help. And it's been a long fought road to get you and or this person into some type of stable situation, some type of fruitful situation. Thank you. Fruitful. Interesting. Going back to the loan thing. Some of you, some type of money situation, again, coming from the Ace of Pentacles, and possibly with the 2 of Pentacles having, if someone's been waiting on money to be, deposited into an account so that they can go and purchase something or show that they have equity and then be approved on XYZ, whatever, that's going to make somebody happy. So it feels positive, but then also kind of bittersweet, if I'm honest. It feels like, I don't know the specifics, but it feels a little bittersweet. It feels as though at some point, you and this person might, I don't know how close you and this person can be after everything that's gone on. I think there's a lot of going back with the retrogrades, right? There's a lot to be made up for. That's what this feels like. But someone in the situation is pretty hopeful, is pretty optimistic. Congratulations if that's you or, whoever. But there is still proving, like somebody has to prove something. Again, going back to the Seven of Swords in reverse. I feel like if you have been helping a person and maybe along the way they kind of, cheated you out of something or they lied to you, misled you, again, Seven of Swords in reverse, and then you're like, okay, I was just trying to be a good friend to you, and then you back up and, start watching them through the crystal ball, like the Wicked Witch off of Wizard of Oz, right? And you stay your distance, which is something Aquarius is very good at, by the way. And then you watch them build themselves up, make all the amends that they have to make, and like sort of turn a corner in some type of way. And then they might come back and say, hey, Aquarius, look, I'm in a better state now, right? I'm in a much better position. That money came through. I got approved for the loan. I signed the documents on my own apartment. I'm able to do this. What could be a job also with Ace of Pentacles, right? And that could be what someone was stressing about, being in between jobs. That is and was very true for a lot of people in 2020. These jobs, this economic downturn, it has really run through the population, not only of the States, but of the world in many cases. So this person might have just had I said this earlier, have had a really tough and hard go of things. And as they improve, they become happier. And I feel there is a potential, and that would be also a wish come true. When you're down on your luck, when you're in dire straits and you don't know where your next meal is coming from, or you don't know where you're going to sleep come the end of the week because you're being threatened with eviction, and then within a certain time frame you find a place to live, you get that job, or someone makes a donation to you or whatever it is, and then all of a sudden your wish has come true. You're not going to be facing any more hardships, or at least for now there is a temporary fix at least on those hardships. So someone is, I think, again, turning a corner. They were, I said before, depressed, not knowing what was going on, resistant or avoidant of anybody interfering. And then they might come back and say, hey, Aquarius, here's what was going on. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups can represent apologies. And, please don't hold on to that. Don't say, well, the tarot reader said you were going to apologize, so apologize. Don't expect it to be, literally, quote, I'm sorry or I apologize. But they could offer you a gift. They could offer some type of sentiment to you to kind of, again, like mend a bridge, mend some fences. What is this? Reinstate. That could work if you guys have a business tie, they might reinstate themselves. Maybe this was your boss, like maybe you have like a local business or like a family business, and you for a time, Aquarius, stepped up into the role as this person wasn't able to fulfill that role, and they might reinstate themselves or be reinstated as the manager, the CEO or the president or whatever it is. You know what I mean? And so I feel like from them, more than you, but again, it can be flipped because it is a general, but it feels like from them, there is this, I just want to say I'm sorry, or I just want us to go back to being good friends. I'm not proud of everything that I did or said. I'm not necessarily wanting to relive all that or, rehash all that. There we go. Another I don't want to rehash all that, but just know I wasn't in my right state of mind. I wasn't coping well with the circumstances I was living in. So please, 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 Aquarius, can we get back to sort of being as we were? Or can we start anew? If it's not going back to what we were, because maybe before it wasn't the greatest place. I mean, you do have that Seven of Swords in reverse, right? They might just want a brand new, level, again, like square one. As if it's interesting. You take from that what you want, and obviously, of course, take what you want. take whatever actions you want. But let's get one card of advice and then we're going to wrap up. So one card of advice for Aquarius regarding the situation, please show me. One card of advice for Aquarius in the situation, please show me. Page of Cups. Take it slow. Take it slow is what that feels like. Aquarius, you know, you can be compassionate, you can be understanding and sympathetic. And I say you as in the general collective of Aquariuses and the general archetypes that Aquarius is known for. You have a pretty big heart when it comes to the well-being of others, right? And I think this Page of Cups is here to tell you to remember that. You know, some of you might be still a little burned, a little miffed, a little annoyed at everything that happened, or yes, thank you, baby steps, or what did I say? Take it slow. Or some of you are like not overwhelmed, you're swelling, thank you, you're swelling or you're overflowing, that's the word I wanted. You're swelling or overflowing with your compassion for this person. Your heart might bleed so heavily for them, friend, family, lover, again, I don't care who they are. But this page is not whole hog, okay? It's tentative. It is agreeable, but not committed. Does that make sense? So it's like a we'll see energy, but it's like not a nasty, well, we'll see. It's more like a, well, this is good. I'm happy to see you're doing better. We'll see how things develop. You see like the tone, the change of the tone and just how I said that? Well, we'll see. Sarcastic. We'll see. You know, all that kind of stuff. No, it's like a, well, we'll see. I'm very excited. You know, there's like a tender, because that's the thing, Aquarius, is like, I feel like you know that where you've been with this person, and it doesn't, and okay, this is a late edition. This could just be, again, with like your line of work. Like if you're a social worker, a therapist or something like that, maybe you are the person that issues loans or whatever it is. You're used to people trying to get one over on you, but this person is seeming to be a little bit different. They maybe are in the process of change. And I don't know about you. I believe people can change personally. And I've seen it in tarot. I've seen it come up for people. But it, you know, and that would be the Page of Cups. We got to see. You said you've changed. You said that you're in a happier state. You feel more confident. You're ready to get back out there and get on top of your life and be in charge of the business or be in charge of your own finances, whatever. All right. Please show me. Please show me. Okay? So Aquarius, that is your reading for mid-October. If you liked it, like button is down below. Go ahead and hit that for me. If you want to leave a comment, let me know how this resonated. That'd be super cool. I love reading comments. It's one of my favorite things of doing this job. If you want to share the video, let other people know you like watching my stuff, please do so. And if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Also, when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell and all that good stuff and set it the way you want. You know, if you don't want to see all my videos, that's fine. If you don't want to be emailed about it, you know, really tell YouTube what you want to see from me and other creators. But any subscriptions, anyone joining the crew here, it's always appreciated, all right? Again, Aquarius, if you want a personal from me, it's down in the description box. I thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.